So in this lecture we are going to continue where we left off in the previous lecture. We are going to work on our two color ramp nodes. On both the color ramps we can add 5 extra handles with the plus sign. Then we can change the position of each handle as follows. We can change the two handles on the right and two on the left to the black color. Then for our second color ramp node, we can change the handle positions to the following. Basically, all the handles are the same as the upper color ramp node except for handle 5. I guess we could have just copied the first one. I guess it's too late now. Also on this bottom color ramp node we can change the color of the two handles on the right and two on the left to black. It seems that our preview render does not show the shader we want. This is because in the last lecture I forgot to change some settings. We can change this from mix to burn. Then we can change the upper value to 4.5. If you increase or decrease this upper value, you will see the shader vanish and appear. Then we set it back to 4.5. Now we can get back to our two color ramp nodes. Let's start changing the colors of the three middle handles of our top color ramp. We can change the color of our second handle to blue, our third to green and our fourth to blue-purple. We can change the transition texture between our two color ramp nodes with this noise texture node. Just change the values to see what it does in the viewport. Now for the bottom color ramp, we can change the color of our second handle to red, our third to green and our fourth to orange. Now with this color mix node on burn setting, we can alternate between our two color ramp nodes in a fluid manner by sliding the vector value, a really cool effect I should say. I am just making this orange handle a little lighter here. I am gonna change the interpolation of this color ramp node to B-spline for a more smoother transition between our two color ramps. I will give our green handle a lighter shade of green. We can also check the transition effect with the vector value of our burn setting. I would say our shader really start to look good here. Now we are gonna do something with this color mix node here by duplicating the two color ramp nodes and making the parallel socket connections. Now we can use the vector slider of our first color mix node in the node tree to alternate between our old set of color ramp nodes and our newly duplicated one. We can also make the socket connection between our top color mix node and our vector color ramp. Let us experiment a little bit with the colors of the handles of our top set. Make sure you leave the already black handles as they are. After changing some colors of our top set, we can alternate smoothly between the two color ramp sets using the color mix node slider. I must say that I do like the transition with the color mix node with the burn setting a lot. I think we will use this in our final animation. Another thing we will animate in a later lecture are some values of this mapping node. Then you can make the flares move in a particular direction as well as rotate them. We can always increase or decrease the emission strength value according to our needs or liking. We can also play with the settings of our color mix nodes to see what different effects it will give. However, I think I will leave it on mix for this course. With this value of this matte node, you can make your effect appear and disappear, just in case you need some ghostly stuff to scare somebody. Here you can see our finished result in greater detail. We can also check how it looks like with our main dimension on scene layer 1. Looks cool, especially with the alternating effect. So hereby I declare our central volumetric effect as finished. After saving the file as the lecture number, you can experiment with the settings and colors to discover new things. So thank you for watching and see you in the next lecture where more cool stuff is awaiting you.